Fishing's been a passion of mine since I was 3 years old. My grandfather used to take me as soon as I could walk, and we'd go down to the dock and we'd fish all day long in the summertime. That's all we'd do. And ever since then, that was my favorite thing to do, and it was the best way I know how to unwind from today's crazy society. So I do it frequently. Um, you don't have to worry about a boss crawling up your back about doing something wrong. You don't have to worry about teachers telling you deadlines. You can do whatever you want. It's all about the day and what you make of it. You see all kinds of different things when you go fishing. You might see fish jumping. You might see an eagle up in the sky looking for food. You never know. Each day is different. Today I'm going to teach you guys how to assemble two different rigs. A Texas rig and a Carolina rig. Being able to assemble a rig is very important. If you don't know how to assemble a rig or tie on a lure, you're not going to catch any fish. So first I'm going to show you guys how to assemble a Texas rig. What you need for a Texas rig is a bullet weight, a hook, and a plastic lure. Now I have a lizard, but you can use any plastic lure you want. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to have our line here, bullet weight, pointing in goes on the line. Just like this. Slide that down. Get that out of your way so you can tie your hook on. Now to tie your hook, you're going to want to go through the hole on the hook, just like that. Give yourself some slack and go ahead and twist it about 5 or 6 times. I call this a fisherman's knot, but I'm not sure if that's really what it's called. And you're going to have this little bottom loop right here. We're going to go through that bottom loop, pull the line. You're going to have this loop right here on the top. We're going to go through that top loop. And now you got that little mess right there. That's fine. Wet it down, pull on it. Now you have your knot, and there's a little excess line on here. We can go ahead and cut that off. Fish will see that and they'll be scared and they won't hit your lure. So make sure you kind of cut that close to your hook, pretty close to your hook, but you don't want to cut your good line. So right here is what a Texas rig looks like. Stop spinning. And now we're going to put on our soft lure. Got my lizard. You're supposed to measure how much is right here and put that much on with your lizard. So I should go about that much on there, but I go a little bit more just so it stays on there correctly. Then we're going to slide our lizard head on up, and as we're sliding it up, you're going to twist it. Pull it up on there. There you go. You got your head dangling on up there. Now, as we see where that lure should go through, we're going to put our thumb right there kind of as a marker. And then we're going to put that hook right where that marker was. Now you can go more or less, whatever you choose to do. And that's what you'll have. Make sure that hook's not showing. And what I like to do, I make it weedless, is I pull this lizard up and I put that hook just barely in the skin, just like that, so I can rub my finger over it and it won't prick me. And the only reason I do that is so when the lure's on the bottom and there's logs down there, brush down there, it'll slide right along that brush or logs and it won't get hung up. And that's very important because that's where the big fish are. So that's how you assemble a Texas rig. For a Carolina rig, you need a bullet weight, or that's what I use. You can use any type of weight that slides. Bullet weights just don't get hung up as fast. And you need a barrel swivel, a bead, and a hook. And also you need a leader, which a lot of people use fluorocarbon. It's this stuff right here. It's good stuff. It's hard to see in the water. A lot of people use that for leaders. And what we're going to do here is we're going to put our bullet weight on there first, just like before. Pointy in first. Now we're going to put on our bead. And now we are going to put on our swivel, our tie on our swivel. I already showed you guys how to tie a proper knot. Twist it 5-6 times. Now we're going to go through this bottom loop. Pull the line so we can see where our top loop is, which is right here. Go through that. Let our line reduce the friction. And now we need to cut off our excess line. Okay, we're halfway done. That's what you should have. Well, right here is what you should have. The only reason your bead is on there is so when this weight slides back and forth, it won't fray your knot on your swivel. Next, on the other side of the swivel, we're going to tie a knot with our leader. Go through the bottom loop, twist it 5 or 6 times. Now we're going to get through our top loop, wet it, and then now you have your leader line. And then all you do is you just tie your hook on the end of that. And what's going to happen here is your bullet weight is going to be able to slide wherever it wants to, and your lure is going to float right up above that. So you got your bullet weight down here, your lure is up here, and this weight is going to slide on the bottom. And usually you have a floating lure on top, and it's going to have a swimming action to it. And that is how you assemble a Carolina rig. I hope you guys have learned something new from this demonstration. Hopefully you can share the same memories with your friends and family as I have with mine. Because that's what it's all about, is getting out and having a good time outside. I hope you guys enjoyed.